time to run 15 miles after work. I don't want to do this, but I've got to. I've literally got no choice. Let's get cracking, shall we? Okay, I'm about 5 miles in. My legs feel a bit heavy just from other training I've done this week. So that's not too great because we've got 10 miles left. On podcast number 2, keeping me entertained, I've listened to Rugby Radio because they interviewed Alice Kinsella, which was really nice because obviously I grew up doing gymnastics and I've just started playing rugby this year. So it's nice to have like one of those two worlds combined. And now I'm listening to the Useless Hotline because they interviewed Jojo Siwa. And I'm a bit obsessed with her since Big Brother. So it's providing good entertainment on these lovely trails. Only about 6.5 miles in. I'm 14.5 miles in. And the thing that's so great with running is just being able to see your progress. Like, there's no way a couple of years ago I could have done this. To be able to say now that I can run 50 miles at an easy pace and not feel exhausted after, it's just mind-blowing. Like, it truly is incredible. I think training for this has truly made me love running again. It's really nice to run without pace targets. Like, my runs are enjoyable, they're comfortable. I'm not pushing myself and feeling absolutely exhausted. It's just about the love of running again, which I'm so happy about. 15.3 miles. Time to go home, eat some food, have a rest, and do a long run all over again. Can't wait for that one.
Art design. Keep it all connected instead of having like lot of bits like cutting and. Oh, it's actually quite that's really good, guys. Yeah, it was after the lead.
So we've just made our Caterpillar costume for the weekend and did a little test run in it. I think it's all going to be okay, but it does feel harder work than just running normally. And I got to think as well, because I can't really see the floor with the tunnel in front of me, but it should be fun. And now I'm doing like my fatigue run after my 15 miles yesterday. No particular distance today. Definitely just want to do between like at least 8 miles, but we'll see. About 7 miles in, I was feeling okay until I had to stop at a few lights. My legs feel so heavy now. This feels so much harder than the 15 miles yesterday. This is a big old reality check. It's challenging me hard, really hard. Running a little bit late, but I'm just about to go to Parkrun. I'm going to meet a friend there and I thought we were going to have a chill 5k, but she texted me yesterday saying that she's got a 5k time trial and if I wanted to do that with her at Parkrun. Yeah, so that's going to be fun, isn't it? We'll see, we'll make it work, but looking forward to seeing her and then getting some brunch after. Let's go, because I'm running late as usual. I am at Maidenhead Parkrun today. I've never been to this parkrun before, so it's always fun to try out a new course and things. I'm not feeling the most recovered. I did 15 miles on Thursday and then 10 miles yesterday on Friday night, and that 10 miles was a little bit trickier than I was hoping. Towards the end of that 10 miles, my legs were hurting a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how I feel today. Heidi's about to arrive, so looking forward to seeing her and running.
Well, I've already been introduced by Nick, but yeah, I am Jack.
Went out for brunch, I got pancakes. I'm always a big sweet tooth person, so whenever I go out for brunch it's always a sweet option. Pancakes, waffles, that's a little bit of me. I'm now home and it's been a few hours, so I'm going to make myself like a late lunch of avocado on toast. So basically brunch again. I'm also going to make a matcha, so I thought I'd just chat with you while I make my matcha. Primarily about Run2paris, because I haven't really said too much about it. Like, it's just basically been what I've been chatting in my runs, which hasn't been lots of information. I got this matcha when I went to Japan and it is so good, and I've been a matcha girly for quite a few years because I hate coffee. Like, that's just not... Oh my god, I think my toast is burning. Not saying I drank matcha before it's trendy, but I drank matcha before it's trendy. I'm not too bothered about gatekeeping matcha, but my point was, big fan, but I only got the one pot when I went to Japan, which didn't really make sense for someone that really likes matcha. regretting it, but I've seen like people on TikTok have this pot as well, so I think you can actually order it online in the UK. So anyway, Run to Paris. Essentially, I'm not running the entire way from London to Paris. I'm running a fifth of the way. We are doing like a relay format, and it's about a half marathon every day, but some of the days are longer and a couple of the days are shorter. It's gonna be quite different from what I've done before because it's a lot of trails, and I tend to stick to the roads just because I find it easier, and I have had a couple of ankle injuries in the past, and just while I'm recovering from those, I think it's very important to run on stable surfaces. But saying that, I have obviously practiced some trails, but I haven't run further than 10k on the trails, so I think next week I might try and do like 10 miles on the trail. So I also have no idea like how this sort of thing works. Like, do I taper for it? I am going to taper. It's like less than 2 weeks now, so I'm going to cut down my mileage. The whole event is organised by Run to Paris. It's an organised event, which is really great. Ooh, toast is done. Between our runs every night, we're going to be camping. I like don't normally mind camping, but camping after you've run 3-4 half marathons in a row, that's going to be rough. So we'll have to see how that goes, but I'm sure it'll be fine. They do put your tent up and down for you every day, which I think is nice because that is the worst bit about camping. And we get dinner and breakfast. It's honestly like, it's quite a good price, £190 per person, which I think for however many nights camping, an overnight ferry and breakfast and dinner is really good value. And then plus we did also fundraise for our charities as well, which has been really good fun. It's a very different challenge from what I've done before, and I think I've actually really enjoyed training for it in a different way, whereas when I've been training for races previously, I'm very competitive in myself and I just want to get faster and faster, which is obviously only natural, but I do find that I put like time pressure on myself in training, whereas this time it's just been like, it doesn't matter what time I finish in, I've literally just got to run. Probably like one of the biggest challenges I've done. I've actually found it very refreshing training for it and not having to think about like pace on my runs and stuff. It's literally just about getting the distance, and I'm always thinking about like working on tired legs. Let me bring you down for this matcha pour. That's stunning. Look how green it is. That's when you know it's good matcha. Probably put a little bit too much blueberry in, but it's nice. Let me make my lunch and I will probably get back to you tomorrow morning where we are doing our local 10k dressed as a caterpillar. Kind of a little bit for fun, but also as part of our fundraising for Run to Paris as well. We're going to have our fundraising on the back, so hopefully we might get a few donations, but I'm really looking forward to doing that for the girls. I think it will just be really fun, and again, it's just really refreshing to run a race where you're just doing it for fun and you're not caring about the time and stuff, so that should be really good.
You need help?
Oh, I'm loving that. That is great.
Was der Caterpillar? Big round of applause for the big Caterpillar!
Caterpillar 10k done. It was actually so much fun. I highly recommend doing a race for fun with friends. I think it was just such a good experience and such a good atmosphere, and I've just never experienced anything like that before, so that was really fun. I felt like a local celeb. There were so many people on the side being like, Caterpillar, woo, go Caterpillar. So I feel famous as a Caterpillar currently, and that was great. In the first half I was like, this is amazing, why don't I do all my races like this? It's going to give me so much motivation. And then the reality of wearing a costume hit me, and it was so hot today. I think it's been like 25 degrees, and the costume just radiates heat, and we were just tied it together by bows and stuff, so it wasn't the most secure, and there was a little bit of pulling and movement, and we had to sort of navigate moving between people, so it actually ended up being quite harder work than I guess it was harder to run that pace than what it normally is, but we still ran it at a relatively chill pace just to enjoy the movement and things. And we had music going on the whole time, which was really good fun. And I feel very grateful after that. Like, it just, what a joy it is to just be able to run and have fun and have like no cares and be with some of your best friends. It was great. So that's kind of it for like my few days. Let me work out actually what my weekly mileage is. Checked on Strava and I did 40 miles this week, which I'm relatively happy about. I think, how much is, oh, Paris is going to be like an over 50-mile week. That's gonna be long, isn't it? So, you know, obviously not quite there, but you never want to run like the full distance before. But I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna obviously start tapering it down now because it's about a week and a half to go to Paris, which I'm really excited for. So make sure you stay along and tune in, and hopefully I will be uploading a Paris video soon as well. And I'm sure that'll be so much fun. Like, that is just such an adventure as well, running all the way to Paris. I can't wait. So I'll probably catch you then. All right, bye.